Workers' Union SACCAWU said today to march from Batho Community Hall to TFS Wholesalers in Bloemfontein in support of the COSATU nationwide strike taking place throughout the country. The union says this call is particularly pertinent to the retail, hospitality and food processing sectors. In these places of employment, workers are apparently paid less than the minimum wage. Watching those developments for us is SABC News reporter Aphumelele Mdlalane, who joins us now live from Bloemfontein. And Aphumelele, I see a number of people gathering there right behind you. Perhaps you can get us in on the turnout so far as we work through the demands made by workers there.
Well, Ayanda, as you can see behind me, these vehicles will be marching to the TFS Wholesalers like you have indicated, but there's just many issues that they want to be resolved, such as retrenchments. Of course, they're saying that they are being underpaid and saying that there should be those benefits that are being addressed by their employers. But just with me, just to get a sense of what is happening today, I'm joined by the official. Thank you so much, Mieketsi, for your time. The importance of this. Free State, we know that has many retail, shops, and these are some of the workers that are, of course, are dissatisfied. Talk to us about those problems.
Yes, thank you very much. We as SACCAWU, this marks a very important day, the 7th of October 2024. It marks a very important day and decisive day for the struggle of the working class. And the majority of our members are being faced with the horrifying conditions that are being purported by these hostile employers. Yes, as SACCAWU, we are organized in different sectors in wholesale and retail, like your Pick and Pays, the likes of your ShopRite, Macro, and you name all these retail sectors and hospitality sectors. So therefore, we have developed a program here today that we will be marching to one of the retail stores, which is TFS, and we will quite address a number of issues affecting workers. Inter alia, the horrifying terms and conditions, the restoration of the terms and conditions that took place under the so-called Section 197 transaction, where workers were transferred to another company with less favorable working conditions that they used to enjoy prior the referral or the transaction. Therefore, we also want to demand that there must be a total scrapping of labor broking or outsourcing companies where workers found themselves in these horrifying working conditions. We will also address the issue of discriminatory tendencies that are being imposed amongst workers, which will divide workers. We need to address the issue of racism in this establishment with the institutions like your Human Rights Commission. We also want the recall of 15 employees who were unilaterally placed on an unpaid leave, or their jobs were tragically shredded by the non-compliance of the employer TFS for not complying with the legislation of the provisions of the Department of Labor, where they received the prohibition orders that they must close certain sectors in the business. Therefore, we are looking at this march to be a successful march to ensure that these demands that we will be submitting on the memorandum will be addressed effectively, and we are giving the company 7 working days to respond to us. If they have not responded to us, we reserve our right to participate in an ongoing rolling mass actions.
You just mentioned 15 workers that are affected. Let's talk about areas like your Botshabelo, your Kwakwa. We do know that they have big numbers of retail sectors. Are you getting the same dissatisfaction from there? I want to believe that this should not be only concentrated in Bloemfontein.
Yes, this is not only in Bloemfontein. The different parts of our locals, which is Tabanchu Botshabelo, Fixback, Uppington, Welkom, and Kimberley, they are engaging on the same action as we do. In Tabanchu Botshabelo, in particular in Botshabelo, workers there at Dwaelani Cash and Carry, they are picketing there, demonstrating their frustrations that are being purported or imposed by these hostile employers. And we believe as SACCAWU that for any ongoing relationship which is underpinned by a cordial and mutual respect, all hostilities must be removed from the arena, and parties must have a constructive and exhaustive dialogue to ensure that these disputes coming from workers are, constructively, amicably resolved.
Well, thank you so much. That is Umuyeketi. You have heard Ayanda, there's just many issues that he has mentioned, especially about those 15 workers that they want, of course, to be, called back to work, and saying that they've been unfairly treated when they were not being paid. And some other issues, of course, like I did indicate, that here in the Free State, we do have places like Kwakwa and also Busabelo Tabanchu, where the workers would be saying that sometimes they feel sidelined when these national march take place, that they wouldn't be part or form part of what is happening in the province. And now he has just indicated that there is that proper communication, there is demonstrations everywhere, corners of the Free State, but we do know that these workers are saying that they want the minimum standard wage. They are saying that there should be fairness at work. Those hours that they are working, they want to be paid when they are working, of course, overtimes. Those are the issues, and they are saying that they will be marching to a TFS Wholesalers to address some of the issues, including the issue of racism. It's back to you.
All right, Aphumelele Mdlalane, thanks very much indeed. Live to us there from Bloemfontein as we watch that leg of the nationwide strike certainly starting to take hold.